your one life. Your one life. Don't gamble it on the small shit. On the small shit. On the small shit. On the small shit. This is your one life.
So today has been kind of crappy. I stayed in bed because, first off, let's talk about when I'm outside of Target because I totally neglected to I didn't know it was Mother's Day until I logged on to Facebook. How about that? And as I told you all earlier, my wisdom tooth is pulling all kind of catastrophes or causing all kind of catastrophes. The back of my jaw. I'm gonna get this thing addressed soon and real soon. And so I get on Facebook for whatever reason. That's the first thing I do when I wake up, just to see, who's being missing, who's not. And I start seeing all these pictures, and I'm like, oh my god, why did I log on? Why did I log on? So I instantly get off because even though my mom died August 26th, 2011, and so we are going on 5 years, and I know a couple of people who've lost their parents, and I always, since then, and since I've been a part of this club, when other people join this club, just like when I joined this club, people would say, oh, it gets easier, and it does actually get easier, but then there are days like this where it's just like, one, when Mother's Day is. I don't know when Mother's Day is, and I've still got friends and family members who are mothers, up to and including my grandmother, my sister, my cousins, their mothers. But Mother's Day for me has never been about them. It's always been about me and my mom. That's selfish, right? Whatever. Welcome to me. And so, while I respect and acknowledge their motherhood, I just want my mom, I just want my mom. I'm sure my sister and my cousins and my grandmother, they feel the same things because, my sister lost her mother just like I did. My cousins lost their aunt. And most importantly, my grandmother lost her daughter. And I really don't know too much about how they cope with that. For my grandmother, I would imagine that outside of Mother's Day, my mom's birthday is hard, for her. And I don't know, it's just real shitty. I'm in a shitty mood. Like, I just left the gym, and I was talking to a friend of mine, because one, I rarely get on the phone when I'm in the gym. Rarely, because I'm focused, but I just wasn't focused. I was in the gym for 30 minutes. I didn't do shit. So I'll make that up tomorrow. But that's how I know, this day is really, really, it always gets to me, and I'm always bitter Betty on Mother's Day. Now, the good thing about this is that it's just a day, and then I can, go back and deal with the fact that my parents are both gone, and, manage as I've been managing. Even though there are days that I really, really, really miss them. This wasn't an issue until I realized that today was Mother's Day, because when your parents when your mother especially is alive, you start planning in advance and things like that. But as I stated before, till I woke up this morning and looked on Facebook, I knew it was coming because it's May. I'm not that oblivious. I knew it was coming because it was in May, but I thought it was next weekend. So here I go getting on the Facebook, and I am not above saying that a lot of it is envy. A lot of it is envy. When I see people with their mothers, I get jealous. I'm not even gonna lie and say a little. I get really jealous because I can't be with mine. And I do have a host of other mothers. I have an amazing list of other mothers, women who will bend, if not break, for me. Women who believe and have believed in me. Women who will not only have my back when it's against the wall, but they will be that wall. So I definitely have women in my life. And I won't say who can substitute, but I will say who can kind of fill in when necessary. So I do have those women. But at the end of the day, none of those women are Lydia. And the thing that, and I don't know, because see, my mother and I, we literally only got into it one time. And outside of that, we were such good friends. That was my ace. Yes, maybe it's because I was a mama's boy, still am, I guess you can say, a mama's boy. Not spoiled, because I think a lot of times when we use or hear the term mama's boy, we think, spoiled. So I was a mama's boy, but I wasn't spoiled. But I just loved my mom. I loved the way her perfume smelled. I loved the way that she sounded when she laughed. There's just so many things that I love about her that I can't love about other women, because those things were unique to her. So I don't know how it is that other people cope, and I find that my way of coping is a little selfish, because I still need to call my sister and my grandmother and other mothers, but I just don't. Mother's Day for me has never been about them. It's always been about my mom and me. And I do have a host of other mothers. I have an amazing list of other mothers, women who will bend, if not break, for me, women who believe and have believed in me, women who will not only have my back when it's against the wall, but they will be that wall. So I definitely have women in my life. And I won't say who can substitute, but I will say who can kind of fill in when necessary. So I do have those women. But at the end of the day, none of those women are Lydia. But yeah, that's it. So happy Mother's Day to you all. I'm gonna run into this here Target, get all the things I need to get, and give the puppy a bath, and hopefully, hopefully by the time I get done doing all that, it'll be midnight, and whatever psychological thing that clicks on Mother's Day for me will have clicked off. So listen, I don't know what it is that brought you to this channel. I love you and I appreciate you. Listen, if your mother is still here, please make sure to tell her, and not only tell her, but show her how much she means to you. Because these women have literally cracked their pelvic bones trying to get us here. So I'm gonna run into this Target. So as always, I don't know what it is that brought you to this channel, but I love you. I appreciate you. Leave your comments below. Hit like if you choose to do so. It's your boy Dream Chaser.